Final. It's Saturday the 27th of September. 1:30. The intrepid fans.
Soccer Club party, please ring their club rooms urgently, thank you. There's a public phone available in the club rooms. It's together for the Napier City Brass Band. And welcome to the smoke-free Chatham Cup Final. Great to see a big crowd here at Park Island this afternoon. Looking forward to the start of play, and we'll be arriving, of course,
Could I get up there, Jurgen?
itself, which is the Night at the Proms, which is going to be held on the 11th and...
Good set over here behind the band.
We now ask, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you could please stand for the singing of the New Zealand national anthem sung this afternoon by Mark Keith Oliver, Martin Akers, Tanoy Christie, Jason Yu, number 18, Billy Cotton, Eddie Kennedy, number 20. Subs this afternoon, Christian Sharp, Gary Locke, Rupert Ryan, Robbie Parker, Ross Goodacre, Chris McIver, Mark Patterson. The coach for the Napier is Ray Stranger. Look first at the substitutes, Ben Thompson at number 4. Number 7 is Matthew Jurovic, and number 8 is Andrew Morton, followed by Paul Olovich. The other substitute.
Northerly blowing. Kissick. New. Cuts it out. And then just overhead kicks it straight out over the sideline. Farrington. New. Cotton it was getting in there. Christie, the through ball to Christie, cross to Akers, out to Kennedy. Kennedy just touches it back to Rennie. Rennie just held on a little bit too long, didn't know that a man was coming behind him. Kennedy with it. Kennedy. Gives it back to Cotton. Over to Atkins. Atkins goes straight up the middle. And Torrens will clear it for Central United. Rennie puts the high ball in. Perry Cotton can't believe that he's conceded the free kick. So a little bit of a hush over the crowd at present. Torrens. It's the skipper's kick. Loftus just pushes it over the top and then down the sideline and out of play. Loftus. Akers with it, touches it back to Oliver, onto Akers again, but he loses it. To Kessick, to Torrens. And the tussle between Torrens and Akers. Kessick. Harris. They build it up. Torrens up the centre. Harris just pushes it through to Torrens. Torrens with the first timer, parried away by Hunwick. Kennedy, the long through ball. They're all onside, so it could have been a one-on-one, but then Christie from a long way out just puts it over the top. He had men unmarked. Gilbertson unmarked, but couldn't find him. He decided to have the shot himself, Tanoy Christie. A long kick into the wind. New gets up high over the top of Central to Christie, to Harris. Gives it up to Fowler. Coming away with it now is Visilic. And the penalty given away by Oliver. Quickly taken. Dunwick finds Akers. One touch to Oliver. Tried to get it through to Christie, but cut out. Akers with it again. A little bit of a dangerous tackle there by Napier City Rovers. So Torrens moves it across to Keswick. Keswick, a lot of space for Keswick. Puts it through, Harris trying to get through, but the ball knocked away by New. So it'll be a corner. It'll be Loftus to try and swing it in. Here's the little chip towards the goal. And over the top for Winton Roofer. Tried to hit it on the turn, but didn't quite have it under control. The captain of Napier City Rovers, Colin Hunwick, places the ball on the edge of the long shot from Hunwick. Akers gets up high, but falls to Keswick. Keswick just puts it across and out of play off the boot of Visilic. A quick throw in, Cotton with it. He's going to try and turn his men, gets it into the area, and the diving header from Akers, but it went straight into the hands of Peter Evans. Central will come away with it. Bruce Hill and out over the sideline. Hill with the restart. Loftus. Over the top to Kennedy again. Gets it underneath to Akers. To Gilbertson. The through ball there to Cotton. Cotton with his first timer. Parried by the keeper, who got up brilliantly, did Evans. Parried the first shot, it fell again to the feet of Cotton, but the keeper up again and just knocks it away. So that'll be the corner. Oliver. There's the ball set. Could just about swing it in with this breeze. Akers, it's over the goal line again. Came off Ullman that time. So they'll go back for another corner. Here it is from Oliver in. We're pushing the back, but it's only gone as far as Oliver. Tries to get it back in again. Oliver still with the ball. Oh, and into the net. Well, what a shot. Wait for the crowd to die down, we'll tell you about it. The corner taken by Oliver. Was cleared away by Central, but only to Oliver again. And Oliver managed to just swing it into the empty net to give City Rovers a 2-0 lead. Loftus with it now. Looks to turn it in, but Kennedy was in the way. Down to Harris. And they just turn it back to Hunwick, so they could build from the back. That's a new. So it loses it to Roofer. Swings it wide to Farrington. Barrington tries to get the shot in, but it's blocked. Blocked again. Here it comes in this time. Punched away by Hunwick. It'll fall to Bill Harris. No, he lets it go to Torrens. Torrens is going to try and go up the middle and just gets his shot away, and over the goal line it'll go, but it'll be a corner. So 2-0 City Rovers. Just 7 minutes into the second spell. Just the shot in. Cleared away by Rovers. Off the danger area. Akers up high for it. Just the little through ball was trying to find Perry Cotton, but didn't, and getting in and losing it was Fowler over the sideline. Perry Cotton points to where he wants the ball to go. Back to Rennie. Rennie swings it wide to New. Christie is all on his lonesome out on the far side, but they haven't seen him. Atkins with it. Pushes it down there for Cotton. Cotton tries to swing it in, but straight into the arms of Evans. So Evans waves his defence to get upfield. And just rolls it out, and then takes the kick at it and puts it over the sideline. Erlovic warming up on the sideline for Central, but sat down again. Tenoy Christie has it dispossessed. Kessick onto Harris, the one touch. Up there to Farrington, back to Harris. Getting in there. Spoiling it was Rovers. As Perry Cotton, can he bring this ball under control? Down the far corner and out from Orman. And Christie with the throw in. Finds Oliver, back to Christie. He's going to try and turn everybody. Gets into the centre. The shot in the air. Can Kennedy pull this one down? Do something with it. Kennedy tries to turn, does too. And the goal kick's been ordered. Well, Kennedy couldn't believe it. So Evans. Substitution coming on for Central United. It will be Paul Erlovic. Evans. Down to Farrington. Kennedy. Kessick. Winton Rufer with it now. Rufer tries to turn, and the referee saw something happen in there that shouldn't have happened. The free kick to Central United. Still on the sideline is Erlovic, waiting to get in. It's the shot holding up in the wind and just knocked out of play by Dave Watson. Now they're saying wait to get him on. So Erlovic will go on. Loftus coming off.
And coming off is Michael Loftus.
Billy Harris with it. Just to turn everybody. Looks for somebody for support. They get it into the centre, but getting in there and clearing it up as far as Akers. Can he get the ball? No, he couldn't. A valiant effort from Martin Akers. But, couldn't quite get it under control. Torrens with it now. To Hill. Back to Torrens. And a little bit of dispute in the centre of the field with Visilic. Torrens. Gives it across to Greg Allman. And getting in there to spoil it was Jason New. Tanoi Christie. Down to Oliver, back to Christie. Christie will run at the defence. He'll look for somebody in the middle. And will fall to Kennedy. Kennedy swings it back in. The far post was Tanoi Christie, and his looping header over the top it goes. We've had just on 13 minutes of play in the second spell. It's 2-0 Napier City Rovers over Central United in the 1997 smoke-free Chatham Cup. Jason New on the ball now. Swings it in the middle, Cotton. Heads it back. Akers turns and cleared off the line by the captain, Torrens. Clears it off the line. The goalkeeper left stranded. Kennedy back to Rennie. Rennie down for Perry Cotton again. And Cotton just sees the ball race over the goal line. It's the restart. Kennedy just tips it on. Allman gives it up to Harris. Harris to Kennedy. Down to Atkins coming down the wing. Wants to put a low shot in. It's a poor centering kick from Atkins, and it all came to nothing. Hill. Torrens loses it. Akers has it. Gives it back to Oliver. Oliver looks for somebody. Finds Gilbertson. Back to Oliver. And Rennie. Push it out the far side to Jason New. Up to Christie. To Oliver. Christie. To nobody. Poor clearance. Yeah, that's getting a bit heated. A foot up in the tackle. It's a fair 50-50 ball. What I saw, I thought they both had their feet up, but however, the referee, who's the man in charge, saw something different. City Rovers. Atkins. Down the field it goes. Allman. Kennedy. Says, I got up over the top of him. The referee said, no, you didn't. So it's Torrens on the ball. Shot in, doesn't go anywhere. Goes to Allman. Gives it over to Keswick. Kennedy. It's it down the sideline to Cotton. Cotton will run at Allman. He tries to get his centering kick in, but it comes off the side of the foot. "17 minutes of play gone. 28 minutes to go in the game. It's Napier City Rovers 2 leading Central United of Auckland 0. Christie gets it to Akers. Akers to Gilbertson. Down to Cotton. Cotton turns a couple of players, but then loses it to Keswick. Goes to Harris, back to Keswick. And getting in there was Rennie. Gets it to Cotton. The one touch to Christie. Can Christie get to the ball and keep it in play? No, he can't, says the linesman on the far side. Harris. Yeah, the penalty. Is it going to be? Because it'll be a drop ball. A drop ball. Well, coming away with it, Central, but getting into spoil it was Kennedy. Now Central, can they build something up from here? The wide ball. Out to Hill. The space to Roove. Runs at Rennie. Rennie says, "You'll slow you down." Let's say. Now they get it to Keswick. So back to Ullman. Ullman looks for Roofer, finds him. The ball knocked away by Christie. And Hill trying to get the centering kick in. So one of the Rovers players gets in the way. Oliver. Out over the sideline. And waiting to get a substitution on, City Rovers. The substitution finally being made. Perry Cotton will come off. Rupert Ryan comes on. So Perry Cotton off. Rupert Ryan on. It's the long throw. We're looking for Akers. Here's the long ball. Yeah, the bad kick from Ullman. Going to come down nowhere, but he's going to recover it. But only recovers it as far as Gilbertson to Kennedy. On to Atkins. Nothing comes of that one. Ullman gives it up to Keswick. He's dispossessed of the ball. Akers with it, but he's had it taken off him by Torrens. Now it's Harris with the ball. Roofer. Harris. Support in the middle. He's had it taken off him, but there's the in ball. Roofer just touched it on. But, it's blocked. Now it's with Hill. But he's been dispossessed. Akers with the ball now. Gilbertson over the top. Ryan, but it's gone past Ryan, and Evans has it. He fires it back out centre field. It's a long through ball, and offside. It was Ulevik. The free kick taken by Rovers. Central with it. Akers from a long way out and just over the top of the bar. The ooh from the crowd. The Napier City Rovers fan club, the one standing directly behind the goal. So it'll be Evans. Christie, what's he going to do? He's going to block the ball so that Napier get the throw. New over the top to nobody. Ryan tries to get his feet in there. Central coming away with it. And getting in there was Rennie to spoil it. Akers gets the ball through, but offside was Ryan. Didn't quite beat that offside trap. Just a little bit quick off the mark, Rupert Ryan. Hold it up from the back again to Central. Atkins in there spoils it, gets it out there to Kennedy. Kennedy swings it into the middle, but to nobody other than the central captain. Central with it. Farrington cut out there by Kennedy. So Ryan concedes the free kick. They swing the ball out to the right-hand side. Winton Roofer with the ball now. Tries to get it through, and he does so. But only as far... Well, he got it into Fowler, but Fowler's kick on the run just went straight at Hunwick, and Hunwick managed to snaffle the ball. So it's still 2-0. Atkins tries to flick it on. Visilic with it. Christie dispossesses him. Visilic appealing for the penalty. The referee indicates that he dived. Rupert Ryan. Akers. Oh, he couldn't control it, Martin Akers. So, from the sideline, it'll be Central. And the... looks like the Central skipper Torrens it is. But trying to get into the game now is Matthew Erlevick.
To placemakers, Coventry Central United.
It looks like who's this running to the sideline? It is Billy Harris, the player coach. So Erlevick gets on.
Various places to pick up refreshments around the park this afternoon. And currently,
so that's Matthew Erlevick on for the coach, Billy Harris. So big things will be on Erlevick's shoulder. There's Torrens it is that's down over the far side. Well, magic water on the leg, and Torrens gets to his feet. Right, throwing in on the far side it goes. Jason New with the ball. Running straight up the middle was Kennedy. Pity you couldn't see him. Right, Erlevick with the ball now. Been dispossessed by Rupert Ryan. And back there was Earlman, and all Earlman did was put it out over the sideline. Adkins. Kennedy. Lovely one-touch stuff as Kennedy gets away. Try and swing this one in. Does so. Christie on the far post, but getting up over the top of him was Matt Fowler, and he concedes the corner. It's interesting to note in the first half how when the City Rovers had the corner, Central defends with everybody. This time they aren't. They have two out. There's the kick, swinging it in, getting up high, and over the top was the shot from Andy Rennie. So it'll be a goal kick to restart. So Peter Evans. There he goes. It'll come down around about the halfway mark. Right, Gilbertson, and unfortunately trying to get back onside was Akers, but the flag went up. So Evans with it. There's the kick over the halfway it goes. New tries to get up high, but falls to the ground. Roofer with it. Back to Visilic. Visilic down to Erlevick. There's the centering shot. Cut out there by Atkins. The long ball. They'll find Tinoy Christie down the left wing for Rovers. Looks for support. tries to swing it in, and Rupert Ryan is back there. Gives it to Gilbertson. Gilbertson, oh, very nearly turned it in, Gilbertson. Back to Kennedy. For Christie. Getting up high, but only getting it as far as the goal line. And over the goal line, so it'll be a corner on the left wing to City Rovers. Quickly taken by Akers. Gets it into Oliver. Oliver swings it into the centre. The ball partially cleared. Now it falls to Central. Oh, and penalty goes against, or the free kick against Napier. Down the sideline they go, and News overrun it completely. We'll try and get this one in the middle. Roof is waiting for it. Christie. Really got taken out by his own man. Visilic with it. Gets it into the penalty area. Gets it back to Erlevic. And it's the replacement. So 2-1. Paul Erlevic, the replacement, came on for Bill Harris and grabs one back for Central. So we've got a 2-1 scoreline. Half an hour gone on that second spell. There's Torrens. Looks for support down the sideline. Yeah, it's fallen for Ryan. He looks for somebody. Ryan. Oh, Ryan tried to curl that one round the keeper. Just got the curl to go the wrong way. The keeper fell the right way. There's the Gilbertson. Running away, and around him was Fowler. Fowler gets it through to Erlevic. Back to the other Erlevic. Winton, Rufer, and Rufer has equalised. Well, celebrations to Central United, because Winton Rufer has got them on equal terms. It's 2-2. With 2 goals in the space of about 2 minutes. So 14 to go in regulation time. Rupert Ryan. Getting back there was Visilic. Hill. But trying to get in there to spoil it was Kennedy. To Keswick, gets his kick away, but it's cut out by Rennie. Rennie will look for Christie, but a weak clearance. Rennie. The ball bobbling around. Keswick gets in. What's it going to fall to? Kennedy gets his foot to it. There's the ball. Very nearly goes out. In fact, it does go out over the far sideline. Christie, the quick throw, finds Akers. Akers swings it into the middle. And pulled down there by Evans. Some of the crowd suggesting that Evans' foot was over the line. Now it comes back to the centre. New. Oliver, oh, gets creamed. Oliver got absolutely creamed in that tackle. As the trainer runs out onto the field for City Rovers. Keith Oliver it is down. City Rovers gone off the boil a little bit. They crept out to that 2-0 scoreline, but then in the space of about 90 seconds, they allowed Central United back in, firstly through the replacement Paul Erlevic, and then New Zealand's best known soccer product, Winton Rufer, got Central back on level terms. Just the kick in towards the area. Just tried to flick it on, but it's a corner kick. Now let's see what happens. City Rovers really want to get back on top of this game. As Tanui Christie comes across to take the corner. As Torrens is down, suffering from cramp. There's Christie, still waiting. But the referee's called a halt to play. Stretcher did come out onto the park, but it's off again now. Yeah. Christie. Poor kick from Tanui Christie. Central trying to do everything at pace now. Rennie gets up high. Kennedy. Ryan, but off Ryan and out over the sideline. So it'll be Hill. Hill. Farrington, he's dispossessed. And out over the sideline it goes once again. So Hill with another rethrow. So turned back there by Visilic. And right up on the camera position went the ball. And over the sideline it goes. As yet another plane lands at Napier Airport. And the penalty goes the way of City Rovers. Now what will they do? It's Keith Oliver with the ball. There it goes in and off the head of Martin Aitkes. No, it wasn't, says the referee. It was off the head of the defender Visilic, and so it's another corner. And let's hope that Tanui Christie can swing this one in a lot better. There's Christie's shot coming in this time, and over the goal line it goes again. Getting up high that time was Bruce Hill to knock it away. Christie with another corner, just trying to swing it in goalwards. There's a couple of them tangle with each other. Jason New. Yeah, Winton Roofer. The long through ball. They get it out the side, but Hunwick had it covered all the time. So Hunwick looks at his options and says, well, there's nobody here, so I'll bring it out of the box myself. And then he puts it down. Aitkes tries to flick it on. Rennie gets up high for it, but over the top it goes. And straight down to Evans. Hill with it. Aitkes. And he misses the open goal. This Martin Aitkes. Well, the back pass from Hill nearly created all sorts of problems for Central. Evans came off his line. Aitkes went around him, but the shot just wouldn't go in for Martin Aitkes as he walks back disconsolately. So Central get out of it. New will get up high. They're going to let this one go out over the sideline, are they? No, it'll be off a Central player. So the quick throw from Napier. New with it. to New. Christie. Winton Roofer trying to get in there. Dave Watson gets the ball out over the sideline. Trying to stop Winton Roofer, is it, from getting the ball? They'll retake the penalty. City Rovers went back to required distance. It looked like that might have been Dave Watson in there tussling with Winton Roofer. So it'll be Visilic. So Visilic swings it towards the box. Rennie up high, nods it away. Two of the central players get up. Keswick has it. Christie dispossesses him. Oliver has the ball taken off him. Yeah, they've shot into the centre. Andy Rennie clears it away for Rovers. Down as far as Christie. Christie. Central still with it. And over the sideline it'll go. It'll be winding down towards the end of regulation time. Well, the push in the back from Dave Watson. The free kick to Central. I'm going to look at their options. Winton Roofer hopes that the ball's going to go in towards the box so that he can get the flying header at it. Here it is. Hunwick gets up and takes it. Climbed high above Martin Akers. Yeah, New with it. Pushes it long. Rupert Ryan gets back across. Play with it across the field. Keswick. Ullman. To Torrens. Back to Keswick. Gets it across to Visilic. Visilic points that he wants them to go long. He did try to go long, but nobody there. Oliver. Gilbertson. One touch out to New. But he loses it to Keswick. And Fowler looks for Farrington and finds him. Farrington looks to swing this one in. Roofer's on the end of it. And over the top it goes. I'd have to admit that I think Hunwick might have had that one covered all the way. But Winton Roofer with a first timer just pushes it over the top. So Hunwick will want to get this one long. Getting underneath that one and back heading it was Akers. Oliver. Kennedy. Ryan. Loses it but regathers. Back to Oliver. On to Gilbertson. Gilbertson from a long way out. Just pushes it outside the post. The goalkeeper might have been unsighted, but he was falling away to the side that the shot was going. The ball just outside the posts. Evans. Hooked on by Winton Roofer. Hill has it. Now Erlevic. Rennie on him. Gives it back to Hill. Hill tries to swing one in, but Atkins gets his body in the way of the ball. So Hill going to try the big throw, is he? There's nobody there to take the ball off him. Keswick turns, but getting up high and knocking it away was Watson. And Ryan has gone down. So time called off again by the referee Sargent. It's a touch of cramp out there for the Central players.
Draw now, the Chatham Cup raffle draw, coming in at 5, 5th place, the Watties Hamper, Blue Hearts number 75. Blue Hearts 75, 4th for the meal for 2 and entries at the Tennyson is Brown Clubs number 61A. Third meal for 2 and entries at the Tennyson is 33A, Blue Clubs. The NEC 14-inch colour television.
So getting up was Matt Fowler.
And the winner, first prize of 99D Hearts.
The free kick. Swing it long. Ryan tries to get up but doesn't bring it down. Akers manages to bring it under control. First timer from Ryan is blocked. Now Kennedy has it. Kennedy gives it to Gilbertson. Back to Kennedy. Kennedy, what's he going to try and do? Gets it back. It concedes the penalty. So Allman with it. Chips it up towards the half. Keswick gets up, knocks it on. But Rennie takes a fly kick at it. Christie brings the ball under control. Ryan pushes it out to New. Swings it into the penalty area towards Akers. It's Central. They managed to partially clear it. Yeah, Kennedy. Atkins. To Watson. New. Back to Watson. Back to New. Touches it on to Ryan. Back to Oliver. To Christie. Christie tries to go around Winton Roofer. Back heels it to Fowler. But getting in there to spoil it was Watson. So there we go. A long one. Cut out by Farrington. But Rennie gives it straight to Roofer. Roofer puts his hand up and says, thank you very much. Gets it off New. Then New recovers and gets it over the sideline. So Central doing all the attacking. 2-2 on the scoreline. There's one that's coming into the box and getting... Oh, a tangle between the two players there. It was Matthew Erlevick. Just had the collision with Atkins. Now it's New with the ball. Oliver. Was it to Gilbertson? Gilbertson, the through ball for Ryan. He tries to flick it into the path of Gilbertson, was it, running through, but Gilbertson couldn't quite get there as Central come away with it this time. Keswick. With Torrens. The long ball looking for Hill. But, Kennedy. Erlevick with it. It's Matthew Erlevick. Gives it to Keswick. Keswick across to Hill. He did well to turn and grab that one. Yeah, Matthew Erlevick. It's away from Atkinson. There's the shot from Farrington it was. It's been cut out by Central again. Winton Roofer up high. But Hunwick down and pulls the ball in. Telling them to get right down the field because he could really kick this one with the breeze behind him. He decides not to, he'll bring it up himself. Here's the shot. Looks for Ryan. Gives it back to Kennedy. Spear it to the centre. To Oliver. Back to Kennedy. to Atkins, on to Akers. Gives it to Rennie. Rennie, tried to get it to Gilbertson, but Gilbertson sort of misjudged it slightly. Now Kessick has it. Farrington, he's dispossessed. Kennedy has it. Well, it looked a fair enough tackle to me, but I'm not the referee. As the referee goes across to him, and says to him, well, it wasn't that a harder challenge, so you can get up. Torrens. It's the shot from Torrens. Cleared at the back, but into the chest of Farrington. And getting in there to block that one was Kennedy. Now Torrens. He'll turn it back to his goalkeeper. Now the ball's loose in the centre of the field. Renedy up to get it. They clear it to Winton Rufer. This man's dangerous. He can do it from anywhere. Erlovic. Get it in. It's cleared by Napier. Ryan. Atkins gives it across to Kennedy. Should go down the sideline. Ryan there. Travelling on through was Kennedy. It's a pity they didn't see that. Oliver to Ryan. To Atkins. Go long. Kessick gets in there to cut it out. As the referee blows for full time on their hands. Kessick. Christie. Ryan. To New. To Christie. Back to New. New tries to swing it in. But, only is partially blocked. Torrens. Getting up high was Rennie, but he got the push in the back, says the referee. So they've all got their hands up down in the penalty box, waiting for the ball to come in. There it goes. It swung in. Ryan. Was it? No, it wasn't. It was the centre back Dave Watson tried to get up just to nod that one into the net, but missed it completely. So the ball should come down around about halfway. Getting up high for that over the top of everyone was Jason New. Knocked it down to Akers. Akers just managed to tap it back into the central defender's path. And now it's Rufer with the ball. Just moves it up to Erlovic, the replacement player that's on for Bill Harris. He goes around his man. Pushes the ball into the centre. Kennedy. Kennedy, down the field it goes and out of play. A quick throw in. Heilman up to Hill. Well, taking the feet out was Kennedy, says the referee. So, Hill. He'll look to swing this one into let his men run onto it. Getting up high was Jason New again. There's the long one down the field. It's over to Torrens. Torrens up to Farrington. Gives it across to Visilic. Turns it into the centre. Rennie in there. Just chips it forward. But, straight to Torrens. Yeah, Visilic has it again. Up to Ehrlich. Visilic. The other Erlovic runs onto it and brought down by Erlovic was Andy Rennie. So the free kick to Napier City Rovers, quickly taken. To New. He's allowed to run a long way, Jason New. Christie. Gilbertson. Back to New. Knocks it on to Ryan. Back to New. Just chips it over the top. Kissick. And all he can do is just push it out over the sideline. The quick one into Ryan. Back to Christie. And to Ryan again. Ryan blocks the clearance by Central. And out over the sideline it'll go. Trying to do things at pace, Central. Kissick over the top. Getting back there is Dave Watson. And just backs it to his goalkeeper and captain, Hunwick. Hunwick is going to bring this ball out. Then he'll kick it straight down the centre of the field. Flicked on by Central. But, back to their own goalkeeper, Evans. There's the shot from Evans. Look, it's up to, back into Kennedy has it now. What's he going to do? Kennedy sees Ryan free on the far side. Gets it across to him. Goes around Earlman, gets into the middle. Aitker's up in the air for it, but it's knocked away from him. Yeah. New gets the ball out over the sideline. Well, Aitker's very nearly got it into the goal. So, substitution for Napier City Rovers. Janoi Christie comes off and Robbie Parker comes on. Central doing a bit of stretching at the back is Torrens, and one of them down. A little bit of a bump in the head. I think his head hit the deck. It's quite a hard ground out in the centre of the park. The crowd gone decidedly quiet after their first spell effort, and then just after half time, when they made an absolute din of noise, when the Napier City Rovers got in with their second goal. But things have gone decidedly quiet since then for them. It's Dave Watson. He'll kick it back to Hunwick. Hunwick, down the field it goes. Over the head of Kissick, falls for Ryan. Ryan, if he looks up, can see Parker on his right-hand side, but he doesn't. He turns it infield to Oliver. Oliver, back to Ryan. Now they look for Parker. Find him. Parker tries to go around Hill. Gets to the byline, gets the ball in. Kissick cuts it out though. Central clear it from their line. Winton Rufer with it now. Down the sideline goes Rufer. Still with it, Rufer. Oh, just manages to get it away from Atkins, but getting in to take it off him was Rennie. Now Oliver. And the long one to Parker would have been the story. Now they find him on the close touch line. Back in to Oliver. Oliver gets it across to New. New tries to put it in. And from right in front, out in the open, the ball goes over the posts, but it's a corner. So it'll be a corner on the right wing side for City Rovers. To the first period of extra time. 2-2 at the end of normal time. So it'll be Kennedy. He'll try and swing this in. Shot from Kennedy, gets into the centre and Oh, cleared by the keeper. Kennedy with it again. He puts it back into the centre. Winton Rufer will try and clear it. Gets it up to Erlevic. He's dispossessed by Gilbertson. Parker. He takes it off Hill. Erlevic with it. Finds his man free on the far side. He puts it back into the path of the captain, Torrens. Racing down the field. Torrens tries to get into the centre. It's cleared by Central, but only by Rovers, only as far as Rufer. Now, Robbie Parker. Oh, they had acres free. In acres of territory, I might add too, if you'll pardon the pun. It's Torrens. Has it taken off him? Keswick. Out over the touchline it goes, so it'll be the throw for Central. Hill. Farrington has it. It's it to Vasilic, to Rufer. Over the top to Keswick. Just puts it over the top of Parker. To Hill. Hill. Has it taken off him? To Ullman. He just pushes it up. Into the box it goes. Headed on, well, headed out of there. Oh, Akers trying to get it out to Parker. Didn't do it. And Keswick puts it out over the sideline. There's the kick down. Parker gets up. Down to Oliver. Parker. And Parker puts it out over the sideline. The look on the face of Atkins when that happened. Every picture tells its story. Winton Rufer with it. Tries to turn Rennie, doesn't. Rennie comes away with it. All I've got to do is find Akers. Oh, poor pass there. Farrington gives it back to Torrens. Torrens swings it out. It's intercepted there by Rovers. Now Akers has it. Looks for Gilbertson. Has the ball taken off him. He just tried to get the through pass through. As Erlevic comes away with it. Now Robbie Parker has it. Gilbertson. Gets it across to New. And New goes down, but no foul, says the referee. It's a good tackle. Central still with it. Torrens. To Farrington. Vasilic. To Rufer. Puts it over the top. Central trying to get it in. And Gilbertson back there. Gets his head in the way of it. As Oliver tries to stop the ball from going over the sideline. Can't do it. Winton Rufer gets it in to Erlevic. Now Torrens, the captain with it. Hill. Keswick just back foots it to Hill. And off of Atkins over the sideline it goes. Yeah, danger time for Rovers. They must get the ball out of that area. There's the elbow in from one of the Central attackers. The first period of extra time. Drawings to its close. Akers chests it down to Parker. Rupert Ryan it is. Robbie Parker's out on the side. Now Rennie has it. Looks for the middle and the header from, see who that is. Well, the header was unsuccessful, went outside the post. So Evans. It's a good clearance into the wind. Akers. We'll look for Kennedy out there. And the ball going out over the sideline, but it was off one of the central players. Quickly taken. New swings this one in. And over the goal line it'll go for a goal kick. The selection was right. The execution was just a little bit off. Kessick quickly takes the free kick. Farrington. Select. Back to Farrington. Turns it into Visalik again. He's inside the area. Just gets his shot in, but it's partially blocked. There he has it again. There's Rennie. Clears the danger zone. And out over the touchline it will go. Erlovic. Kennedy. There's referee steps in. Says she can't do that. Looked like it might have been Fowler. It was indeed Fowler. It conceded the free kick. It's the kick from Hunwick as Fowler gets it out over the sideline. Quickly taken by Akers. The ball doesn't fall to anybody. Torrens has it. Chips it towards Winton Roofer, but nobody there. Yeah, quickly down the sideline would be the shot. They hit it as far as Rupert Ryan. Now Atkins has it again. Gilbertson with a shot from wide out. So missed time slightly, but keeps the pressure back on Central though. Yeah, 2-2. And remember, we are in the first period of extra time. Well, the Central supporters in the crowd. Ryan, Rennie, Akers, and he's put down there by the captain, Torrens. Free kick. Oh, the back header almost from City Rovers. Right on the tick of the half time. Visilic. Cut out by Dave Watson. So Fowler with the throw in. Kessick gets himself free. And then just manages to get it around the defender, but there was nobody following through on the ball. So Oliver comes away with it. New. Down the sideline, but cut out there by Fowler. Winton Roofer touches it back to Kessick. Fowler on the run through. Puts the ball in and turned into the net. Well, a mistake from City Rovers. Erlovic. It's Central on the board at 3-2. They came from 2-1 down, and that's the second goal of the afternoon to the substitute. That's Paul Erlovic. So, what can Napier do now? Napier need to be the next to score. They trail 3-2. Dave Watson puts it up there to New. New looks for and finds the man. It's Akers with the ball. Central will come away with it. Keswick. Watson with it again to Parker. Parker gets around Hill. Doesn't get around Torrens though. Ryan. Looking to Parker. Parker looks for the centre. Akers. Oh, Central just getting up in front of him. Mason New with it. Gives it back to Watson. And they'll build up again. The through ball to Gilbertson. Gilbertson tries to chip the keeper. Oh, and just outside the posts. He had the keeper beaten all ends up. But the chip on him just went outside that left hand upright. The Central get ready to make a substitute. Vuksic coming on. Vuksic is on, Torrens is off. City Rovers trying to get in, trying to get Ross Goodacre on. So he goes in to replace Dave Watson. Gets his instructions from Roy Stanger. So Evans with the goal kick. Central in the van at 3-2. Parker tries to get it up to Rennie. Rennie with the overhead kick. Just didn't come off though. New gets it out to Kennedy. Kennedy gets it over the top to Rennie, but getting in there was Visilic. Visilic thumps it down the field. New gets up high, and the referee said he climbed on the back of Erlovic. So the free kick to Central, taken by Rufer. Gets it up to Erlovic. Erlovic turns it into Farrington. Farrington gets it into Fowler. Loses it, but taken there by Fowler though. To Rufer. On to Erlich. Erlovic it is. It's Paul Erlovic. To Fowler, it's dispossessed. Akers has it now. Rennie's running straight through. The ball to Goodacre. Goodacre with the shot, but he doesn't get it hit with any authority. And Evans takes it easy. It's the kick downfield. New gets it down to Oliver. Oliver turns it up over the top. Come down for Central to Erlovic. That's Paul Erlovic. They look for Rufer in the middle of the park. As Akers comes away with it now. They give it up this time to Parker and to Ryan it was. And an open goal line. As another man goes down, the open goal line and over the top. It went, it might have been Rupert Ryan with that one. Well, the chances are falling the way of Napier City Rovers, but they're not putting them home. There's down again. It looks like Greg Ullman again. Indeed it is. So, Ullman probably just had the wind knocked out of his sails that time. But the referee says to him, you'll be okay, so we will restart again. 6.5 minutes of play in the second spell of extra time. It's Central United 3, Napier City Rovers 2. Restart. New gets up high again. Kennedy. Erlovic. Visilic over the top. And it's kicked out of play there by Atkins in the end. Well, the crowd really has gone silent, other than the central supporters. Fowler. Farrington. Roofer. Pushed it back in field from Fowler, and then just getting his foot to it was Wayne Atkins. Concedes the corner. So Winton Roofer comes across to see if he can swing it in. Does, but the ball falls to Erlovic, and he gets it back to Roofer, who tried to get it in, but cleared by Rovers. As they go back to their goalkeeper, who then just puts his boot straight to the ball, and Hunwick says, "Thank you very much," down the other end of the park. Shot through, looking for Rennie, and getting it through there, and a goal kick. So it'll be Peter Evans again. 9 minutes gone in the second period of extra time. So 6 minutes to go in the game if there is no more score. The ball flicked on, but back there is Hunwick for it. New. Jason New on the ball. Over halfway he goes. Gives it up to Kennedy. Kennedy tried to get it in field to Rupert Ryan, but wasn't able to do so. This Earlman down again with cramp. Made to hobble back into position. Now Jason New on Winton Roofer. Swings it in to Rennie. And seeking the safety of the sideline was Central. So Ross Goodacre with the throw. Oliver to Gilbertson. Back to Goodacre. To nobody. Winton Roofer on the ball, pushes it through to Erlovic. Dispossessed of the ball, now it's Rennie with it. He'll get it up to Kennedy. Kennedy runs at Visilic, leaves it behind. And then taken down in a big hack on the back, and that should earn the card. As Kennedy is down. Well, the referee cautioned, yes he did. He brings out the card. So Visilic is going down with it, gets the card. And it'll be City Rovers. Yeah, they need to score shortly because there's only 4 minutes to go in the game. So it will be Oliver. See what City Rovers can get out of this. Falls for nobody in particular. It's cleared away by Central. There's Erlovic with it. It's Paul Erlovic. So now to run. He goes past Atkins. Still with it. Into the box he goes. It's tapped away from him. And it'll be Kennedy charged with getting it back there. And the ball off the leg of Matthew Elevick. It'll be a City Rovers throw. Well, a poor clearance from City Rovers falls to the feet of Bruce Hill. Hill, oh, he looks to get it away, but it doesn't go anywhere. Now, Fowler with the ball. City Rovers down to walk. Into the middle of the park it goes. But it'll be Goodacre on the ball. With Rennie waving him to get it up the sideline. Well, he got it up the sideline. Unfortunately, it was over the sideline. And perhaps the turning point in this match would have been taking Perry Cotton off. There's one-on-one the chip and headed away by Jason New. So it'll be a corner with just a minute and a half of play left. It looks as though the 1997 Chatham Cup will go the way of Central United. So it'll be Fowler. Fowler. Blocking it there was Napier. Vuksic gets it away to Visilic. Back to Visilic. Farrington Rufer to Erlev. And it goes to Hill on the far side again. He tries to chip it in. Oh, nobody there for Central. Now, what can Napier do? They need to score, and they need to score quickly. Into the last 60 seconds of play. It's the kick from Kennedy. Rennie has it. Napier, they're all streaming forward. Oh, poor kick in from Rennie. Central come away with it again. This will be Matthew Erlevick. Plenty of space for him. We'll try and go round New. And it blocked by Napier. Well, will this be the last throw of the dice for them? Time almost up. Parker. So they'll get the throw in on the far side. They'll need to do it quickly. There's the kick in. Rennie was looking for it. Rufer, as it knocked away from him. And out over the sideline, the referee looks at his watch. It's the long throw. Winton Rufer gets himself free. Now this will be interesting. There's the kick back downfield from Hunwick. Who's going to get underneath this one? Rennie taps it on. There's the long shot back down the field from Allman. As the referee signals offside. So we're into time added on for injury now. Quickly taken. Kennedy looks for Rennie. Rennie to Kennedy. Swings this one in to Akers. Akers just chips it over the top. And the header, and knocked off the line. Well, a great save from Evans. He's really kept his team in the match. It was goal bound. It goes again. Oh, no Rovers players there. The ball down to Oliver. Over the top to Kennedy. Kennedy, the first timer in. Who's going to get this one? It's bobbling about there. Kennedy. Nobody there for Rovers. And the free kick goes the way of Central. So that'll be the last throw of the dice, one would presume. We've had just on a minute and a half added on. (3-2) on the scoreboard, Central United over Napier City Rovers. It's the kick. The referee looks at his watch. Rennie has it. Gives it down there for Gilbertson to run onto it. The referee still hasn't got it. There it goes. The whistle goes to his lips and time is on.